Yo, welcome back to Watch Chief Cook. I'm Chief. Watch me cook green cabbage soup. Now, this is essential if you are new to fasting or even if you're not new to fasting and you are breaking your fast. You want to break that fast with something that is very nutrient rich, but also very simple for your body to break down. That's not going to spike your blood levels, blood sugar, and make you go into cardiac arrest or anything like that. So this is one of the most clutch recipes that I know. It's probably the simplest recipe that I know, but also very fulfilling. You feel amazing after you've eaten a bowl of this green cabbage soup. And I suggest everybody get to know this recipe because if you are feeling ill or if you're not feeling that great, putting something very complex in the body can create an even harder obstacle for you to overcome into getting into your wellness. So this is a great meal that you can make very simply. It's just 3 ingredients: water, green cabbage, and salt. You can add cayenne pepper. I love to put cayenne pepper and lime. Oh yeah, 4 ingredients: organic lime, organic green cabbage, salt, and water. I like to add cayenne pepper in mine. You can keep it plain, you can spice it up, but essentially that's how you want to have it. So it takes maybe 15 minutes to boil, probably 30 minutes. So stay tuned. You're not going to want to miss this. It's going to fly by quick, but this is a definite, this is one of those recipes that you need to have. You got to have this recipe, especially if you're looking to start fasting or if you're already looking for something to break your fast with. Stay tuned. All right. Green cabbage. Looks like a head of lettuce, but it's not a head of lettuce. It's green cabbage. You can find it in most grocery stores organic. You want to get an organic green cabbage. I've been seeing so many posts, so many TikToks, so many YouTube videos of cabbage that is not cabbage when it's conventional or coming from like whatever, junk food grocery store that you got it from. But they literally take this cabbage and they sit it on the stove or they light a match to it and it doesn't burn. I wonder if this one burns. Okay, we're gonna try it. I'm about to burn the cabbage. All right. I gotta see if this burns or not. Okay, all right. Just in case of emergencies, of course, that's what this is for. All right, does it burn though? Everybody else's cabbage don't burn. My cabbage don't burn either. Cabbage don't burn, you jackasses. Oh, yes, it does. I don't know. It's like a live freaking leaf. You ever try to burn a live leaf? It's got to burn all the water out first. But it's burning. All right, so this is real cabbage because the other cabbage, I don't know, it smells. What's it smell like? It smells like hair. It smells a little bit like cabbage to me. This is real cabbage. I don't know. Either way, make sure you get an organic cabbage so you're not wondering if it's real or not. You can find some bugs in here and make it real. All right. Either way, there's going to be a big leaf over top of it. Sometimes it's going to be really tough, that initial leaf that covers the green cabbage. I think they took it off of this one because it'll start to go bad and then the cabbage won't look as desirable. And it looks like they cut this cabbage down a lot before it was sold to me. Like this is a clean, freshly cut stem off of this cabbage. It'll be brown or have like some spots on it if it's older, but all the same. So cut that stem. And then there's like a stem that goes all the way through, like a cork in the cabbage. You want to cut that out because that son of a gun is hard. It is tough. And you do not want to eat it or even put it in your soup because it is not going to give you that the taste or the flavor. So it pops out just like that. Like, that's how easy it is. Just pop that little cork out, and I'm sure chickens or goats or whatever, your compost pile will be very happy to have that little bit of cabbage. And then you can just cut this cabbage however you really desire. I usually cut it just like this in little strips because I'm gonna cut it one more time. In the middle, I'll cut it in half, like these little fillets of cabbage steaks. And flip that around. Cut the other end, so I don't cut my fingers off. So I keep my fingers together. Oh, I like to use the law of attraction since the day I learned about the law of attraction and attracting things that you want by using the right words. And a lot of people, it's like a gift and a curse knowing that words are so heavily, like there's so much importance on words and the vibration that comes out of the body. And just hearing people say things that have no thought or they don't really understand the meaning of it, it's tough. It's tough on the mental. Okay, so I did one more cut. So I did like a little compass through the steaks, little foursquare, and I'll do this the right way. So some of these are a little bit bigger. I'm gonna chop those up a little bit more, but we can go ahead and start putting this water in this pot. And it really doesn't matter too much about the amount of water you put in there. It just depends on what you're looking to do. As far as how big of a pot you got to do the soup in and how big of a cabbage you have. This was a smaller cabbage. This is like one of the smallest cabbages I've ever had. There weren't any big cabbages. So this is, I don't know, it's gonna be something like 6 cups, probably 6 cups of water. I don't know, maybe 9. Whatever I can fit in this pot, basically. And this is pretty regular for me. I try to have cabbage soup every, like once a month, once every 2 months. I just feel like it resets my body. It's so basic. And when I make a big pot of soup like this, I eat this pot of soup for like 3 or 4 days. So my body really, really begins to acclimate to the pH level, and the nutrients really gets used up well when I make a pot of cabbage soup. So I think this is enough water for me. It's a huge thing when you're coming off of your fast. Whatever you eat, if you're fasting for a day and your body gets nice and to the nitty gritty, gets, started working on the mucus and the toxins and detoxifying your body, then whatever you replenish your body with is going to be what it has to go forward with. And you want to start off on the best possible foot you can, especially when you're coming back from empty. You don't want to fill your tank up with sugar water, sodas, a bunch of very complex foods, and meat with a whole bunch of antibiotics and whatever else. there's a ton of stuff that I've heard people eat, and I've heard stories about people having cardiac arrest. Like, it's that serious when coming off of a fast, when eating bullshit. And I don't know how else to put it. You eat crap, you are what you eat. And I know that's mean, but it's not an emotional thing. It's the inside. It's like what you are. And a lot of, I don't know, I wish that there was more of a push to eat healthy. Like, not just to be trendy or to kind of fit in with a certain crowd, because I think that's what a lot of the health push is, to be honest. I think that there are a lot of people who are really about it, and they do look deeply into how to be or how to live a healthy lifestyle, and they do everything they can within their power, because we live in a weird time where these things aren't promoted. They're just not easy to do all the time. Living healthy is very, very difficult today, if you ask me. So we got limes. Got these limes. And I'm going to use 2 limes today. If you didn't know, Premier Research Lab, baby. This is their pink mineral salt. This has Hawaiian volcanic clay, which has a certain nutrient or mineral that is only found in Hawaii. So that is why this color of this salt is pinkish red. It is not because it is some type of gimmick or from the place that they get it in the Himalayas. That's not what's happening here, because I heard that the reason that the Himalayan pink salt is pink is because of what they are blowing the salt up with turns the salt to a different color. And then they mark it as pink salt having more minerals. And maybe it does have more minerals because of where it's from. But the nature of the salt being pink, people have told me, is not because of mineral base. However, this one is, I buy this off of Amazon. I once found it in a med spa, and it was given to me in like a little cup of hot water, and she put a bunch of salt in there with a little bit of honey, stirred it up, and gave it to me for the purpose of electrolytes. So to replenish electrolytes after like a workout, or if you are not feeling well, then this could be something that you would definitely want to invest in. Probably get one of these once a month. I go through it pretty often. Like today in my water bottle, I had this Premier Pink Salt along with lime and just some filtered spring water. And that's normally what I'll drink throughout the day. Like if I drink water, it's going to have this Premier Pink Salt and lime in it every time. If not, just lime. So I do my best to keep, not just, filtered water flushing my body and taking all the minerals out. I try to replenish some of those minerals at the same time. Do my best on that. So this is real simple. You take this, you throw it in the pot. That's it. You just throw it in the pot. This is gonna boil. It doesn't do anything like amazing or very critical to have to watch it. It's gonna boil down. The leaves will start to become kind of tender and soft, which is what you want. And once that happens, you are good to eat it. You can keep cooking it. You can take it off the burner. You can turn it off. I normally just cook it until the leaves are kind of tender, and then I make a big bowl for myself, and I turn off the burner, and I let it just kind of sit and marinate, soak up those flavors, and make a really good broth, which is essentially what this becomes. It's like a very mineral-rich alkaline tea, which is what it is. And this broth is amazing. Once you try it, you're like, oh wow, this cabbage soup really is really that good. And to be so simple, you have to give it up for cabbage, because it's all cabbage. It's cabbage and the lime combined, and it just does magic. I have found that if you put a little bit of Manuka honey, or honey if you don't have Manuka honey, in, it also makes the flavor pop, because if you put the cayenne pepper and the lime, it will kind of make a pungent aroma, and it's a bit of a bitter taste at first, unless it has time to really soak in and steep, I guess, in this pot. The honey balances it out and adds a sweet note. So you really get a lot more flavor if you add just a little bit of sugar with the honey. That's a lot of cayenne pepper, baby. But I like it hot. So this is it. Cayenne pepper, lime. I'll probably put 2 more limes, actually. I like it limey. I like it hot. And salt. Oh, a couple more limes in here. Oh, I got one more. We'll do 1 more lime. And you can always add more lime later to your personal bowl, or if you're serving others, you can give them more lime. But moral of the story is, make sure that if you are doing the right thing with fasting, like I love that people are becoming so enthusiastic about fasting. I just did a 24-hour fast, so that's why this is coming up for me to do this cabbage soup. It's fundamental at this point for me, the way that you feel after having reset your body, and then getting something so wholesome and real in there afterwards, and consistently at that. You can eat something one time and yeah, I think it's good. But if you can consistently eat something like a meal prep, where you're eating it day after day, I think that you really get the benefit of what you're eating. Otherwise, it moves through your body too quickly. Your body can only absorb so much during digestion. So you really have to give a little bit more time for your body to absorb and to move that nutrients to where it needs to go. And doing that consistently, eating something like this consistently, is going to do that for you. So this is pretty much it. I'll let you guys see the finished product, but very simple. We're done. We've just made this soup. That's literally it. This is about to be phenomenal. I can guarantee that 100% of the time. If you tell me you're making this green cabbage soup, I will eat your food. So that's it. It's the easiest recipe I know, besides like peanut butter and jelly. But this is probably as easy as a peanut butter and jelly, just on a whole different alkaline level. Stay tuned. We're going to come back to a taste test so you can see the results, and hopefully it's enough for you to make your own pot of green cabbage soup. All right, so the cabbage soup is done. It boiled with the lid on for about 35 minutes. A lot of steam and condensation. So we lost a lot of fluid. I did add a lot of water, probably 3 cups back into the soup, along with more salt, lime, and what else? That was it. So it's done. We shall give it a shot. I know what it's going to taste like. This is a go-to for me. Just like dates. All right. I do want to give you a close-up of this broth. The broth, the tea that I was talking about, this is what you want to look for, that golden, orangey type look to it. That's how you know you're rocking with something right there. And your body's going to love you for that, so make sure you make a big pot. All right. It's got the little fizzy bubblies. All right. I probably should do this one. All right. Yeah. I did break one of my wooden bowls. Learn from my experience. I did break one of my wooden bowls using it. It wasn't a coconut. That was a coconut. But using it for soup. And this soup is very hot, so putting in that would probably crack that. So this is going to be delicious, but it is very hot. So I'm going to cool it down a little bit. This is an easy recipe and an easy taste test. I can tell you that. Super hot. All right. I'll blow some off so we can get this expression out. How romantic. All right. I want a little bit of that cayenne pepper. You can see the cayenne pepper floating around. Make sure you get it salty enough, because all it is water and cabbage and lime. So you want to make sure you got a lot of salt. And for me, cayenne pepper, I like to have that. Oh, my cayenne pepper is beautiful. Oh, it's perfect. But I like it like that. It is very, very if you're not ready for it, it'll hit you right in the throat. Yeah. It's got the right amount of salt. That's kicking. Kicking cold buds, kicking whatever type of germs. No, you're good with that one. And when it cools down, it's phenomenal. The flavor set even more. So enjoy this. This is a simple recipe. Thank you again for joining me as I cry on camera because of how much cayenne pepper I put in there. But this is a very simple and easy but nourishing recipe. Enjoy it. Thanks for watching Chief Cook. Like and subscribe. It helps. I want to grow. I want you guys to grow with me, kind of like my YouTube family. So let's cook some things together. Give me some suggestions if you have any. And thank you again. Peace.